So, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amito, by the way. If this is your first time seeing my face, subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. So today's topic is, why do African men tend to spend money on their women? Why do African men spend money on their women? So we have a video that we are going to react to, and then we keep on talking about it. Yeah, so we are going to react to some video.
So I was gonna ask you, Lala was here last week, and she was talking about she likes African men because African men spend money on their women. Now Nene also has an African man, and Nene says the same. So we're asking you, is it something that the culture? Why is that?
I think it's part of our culture and upbringing. Like, you need to be the man of the house, you need to take care of the home, so that translates into how we deal with, our women as well. Honestly speaking, that's where I know it stems from. And that gives you a certain amount of control, not in a bad way.
Control that no one wants.
That's why I said not in a bad way. It gives you a certain amount of control. I'm just being very honest all across boards, because different people do things for different reasons. As much as some men would want to be, taking care of you so they can keep you and have you and
control you.
Be with you. I mean,
and control you.
Damn, control is the word?
Well, that would never happen over here.
Okay.
Like, I'm uncontrollable. Okay. But I do feel like Africans, want a certain amount of control. They do.
I mean, they have to be in charge. That's how I would say it, because that's what a man has to be. Like, as far as I know,
the man being in charge,
it's not about the woman being dull or anything, but we love to have women who are like respectful, submissive, supportive, and then you still, they consult you, like they treat you as, it's general, like men love to be respected. So I think that's just how it is for African.
Now, when you said submissive, what does that mean? Because I see Nene go, so what is
I'm submissive.
Exactly.
I am.
Like, I think it's very cool to be submissive. I am so attracted. I respect women who are not like you're being abused. No, none of that. But there's beauty in that for me. Like, it's like you being a woman. If you're over the top, I see you as another man.
Damn.
If you over the top, you see me.
Damn.
Wait a minute, you gotta say that again.
So
Wait a minute, say it again. If you're over the top, you see it as a
No.
what?
I see you as another man. It's okay.
But it's gotta be both ways, though, right? Like, doesn't the man have to be submissive to his woman as well?
Yeah, but
in certain aspects.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Submission from a man is actually, I think, showing love and being, like you say, like stemming it from the African man conversation. Submission would be him being, taking care of, listening to the woman's problems, like, yo, babe, I want to do this, I want to do that. Okay, I'll sit you down. How do you want to get it done? That for me is like attention, because women love attention, and men have to see them humble and submissive.
So guys, that was the video, right? It was an interview with Stonebwoy. If you don't know Stonebwoy is an African artist. He's an African musician, right? Yes, so this was an interview with the Breakfast Club, right? So they interviewed Stonebwoy. He's a Ghanaian Afro-pop and reggae musician from Ghana, right? Yeah, so they had an interview with him, and so from what you have seen, you get Stonebwoy is telling his side of how African men why African men spend so much money on African women. You get? So he is trying to explain it to people who are not Africans, who are from a different culture. You get? To Americans. So from how Nene reacted, oh guys, I was like, oh, this girl, this woman, she did not get Stoneboy's point at all. Like at first she was understanding. So from when he said controlling, that's when everything went south with Nini. So she's just saying controlling. Controlling is, she stopped even listening to him. She just kept on saying, oh, controlling, controlling, controlling. But for me as an African woman, I get what Stoneboy was saying very, very well. Because me personally, as an African woman, I'm very, very submissive to my partner simply because he does what Stoneboy said they do to African women. They protect us, they provide. Our African men, their job is to provide and protect the family. So to lead, that was the word that Stoneboy really wanted to use, because if you get what he's saying as an African woman, when he said controlling, I did not see it as something bad, because I get it. And remember, English is not our first language, so we cannot express ourselves very well in English compared to if we are talking in our mother tongue. So for us as me as an African woman, I understand what he was what he was saying very well. Our men usually spend, let me say, if you're still renting with your partner, your husband pays for everything. The children's school fees, everything is your husband. You come in as an African woman just in case your husband has an issue, just to help with small things. But that is what makes us be very, very submissive to our men, because they do the most, and it's easy for us to be submissive to them because that's our culture. That's how most of us grew up. Our husband, they are the leaders. They lead, we follow. You get, which is for me something very okay. Me, I'm very okay with that. And for Nini, from the culture, I think from the American women culture, I think she was not getting that so much, because in American culture there is this 50-50 thing that me as an African woman, I cannot deal with that. I go out on a date and my boyfriend is like, pay for yours, I'll pay for mine. Okay, I'll pay for mine, you'll pay for yours, you'll never see me again. No, because that's not how we grew up. But for an American woman, it's very okay. She will pay for hers and he pays for his, and the relationship keeps on going on, which is the cultural difference. And I feel like it's good to respect each other's culture. Yeah, it's good to respect and try to understand. The way Miss Nini was acting, she was not trying to understand. She was not trying to understand him at all. She wasn't trying to understand him. The point he said controlling, it's like, okay, that's a red flag, like a big red flag. I don't want to listen to you. And so I liked it when he said, if the woman is coming to me very strong, I consider that woman as a fellow man. That really made me happy. And I know she was laughing at what, but she was feeling bad at the same time. Because trust me, our African men, they don't want to deal with women who are very, very, very loud, very, very aggressive. At least if you're loud, because there are people who are naturally loud, but aggressive, every time trying to compete, trying to do this. No, that's not what attracts our African men to us. So yeah, I got it very well. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. This is my opinion. I am not judging anybody. If you love what you love who you love. If you want a 50-50 man, it's okay. If you want 100 and what it's called 80 20 man, that's your choice. So yeah, do you. Bye.